Omega Kids #1 was another book that I was like, do I really need to read this? Like, it's Quentin Quire. I mean, Quentin Quire is not like one of my favorites. I like him, but it's not one of my favorites. What happens at the end of this book, I was like, holy. Support this comic book series by visiting your LCS. My name is Doran. This is LCM Comics. We continue our coverage of Age of Revelation with Omega Kids #1. Our story starts off breaking down what a babbled is, which is described as dissenters, protesters, and those found guilty of spreading ungrateful thoughts in the Revelation territories. Their language and ability to communicate have been stripped from their minds. They live a tragic existence, unable to communicate with any other living creature. And then we see a young kid who has been turned into a babble. A young kid. Like, come on, Revelation, are you that sensitive? Oh, I get it, Doug. You a sensitive thug? Like Jay-Z said, you all need hugs? You remind me of a certain president I know. And then we cut to the parents who are arguing. The mom is about to go on some kind of mission. The dad is trying to talk her out of it, but she's like, no, I need to do this mission. This is helping our son. If something happens to me, then you need to take care of our son. And then we see other mutants saying goodbye to their Babel family members and loved ones, and they're all going on a mission. The key to this mission is they only have 3 parts that they're given. They don't know the whole mission. They don't even know who else is involved for this mission. They have 3 parts, and that's it. And the reason why is because the Omega Kids. They can just jump in your mind, and if you know the whole mission, then they know the whole mission. But if you just know certain parts, then they only just know certain parts, and they can't maybe connect the dots to get to the end conclusion. We see some kids and they're writing on the package. We see the lady who was with her son that got turned to the Babel. She's walking through a field. We see a bat guy, or at least that's his mutation. He's setting up a ladder on the side of a building. We see the kids take a package up the ladder, and then we see him trying to get away because somebody spotted him. But then we see the lady come to the ladder. She goes up, she goes on top of the roof, and the package had a rifle that she's busting out. Then we see that she has a mutation. She has 2 extra eyes, and she's lining up a shot to shoot Revelation. She wants to shoot him so bad. She says 3, she pulls the trigger, and all of a sudden we see that she was in a mindscape. Somebody says, okay, that's enough. Next thing you know, she's back in her backyard, and then somebody says, go ahead and shut off her airwave, and she starts choking. And the dad comes out there saying, what the hell's going on? And then we cut to Kid Omega. But do we really call him Kid Omega anymore? No. Quentin Quire and his Omega Kids. And they all got Xavier helmets, which is pretty crazy. And then they can see the woman who is still suffocating, and the dad's trying to give her CPR, but that ain't gonna work. And Quentin's like, who can tell me what went wrong there? So they pretty much think that everything went down without a hitch. Pretty much, that's what everybody's saying. Like, hey, we found out about the plan, and we stopped the assassination, and we killed the infidel. What more do you want? But before we go any further, let's meet the Omega Kids. First, we got Curtis Terrell Jr., 14, beta level psychic, telekinesis, and a hormonal tinderbox. And then we got Nell Widows, 15 years old, psychic empath, gamma level mutant, sharp horns. I'm not making this up, people. It's written on the page. Next, we have Ayla Bolskert, 16. She has powerful psychic visions, which she needs them because she has no eyes. She is the alpha of the Omegas. And last, we got Brady Quinn, 8 years old. Uncharted psychic abilities, unreliable clairvoyance, lethal psychic blades. Now, let me tell you, this 8-year-old, woo! You'll see at the end. And then we should all know Quentin Quire, Omega level mutant. So then he tells Curtis, you know what? Just run the thing back. And he does. And then we cut to Sector 14, where we see the girl running through like the field. And there it is. A glitch. Now, it's a small glitch, but still a glitch. And if she would have saw it, then she might have known that she was in a dream. If she knows she's in a dream, then is she going to execute her mission? Probably not. She'll just stop because she knows it's a dream. He lets them know we have to be careful with this kind of stuff because this can lead to the killing of innocent people. And Quentin's like, what do we not do? And they all go, you don't kill innocent people. So then Quentin starts to explain that when he was a little creepy psychic boy, that he had professors and they try to make him feel safe, feel loved, and feel accepted. Now, this is not what we're doing here. We're not here to make friends. This is not the X-Men. And then the little 8-year-old girl walks up and goes, the X-Men will be the end to us all. They will murder our world and dance on her corpse. Told you this girl was crazy. So Quentin just kind of looks at her and is like, thank you, Bailey, for that. So then the little boy, so I guess he says he can't talk, but we're going to see here soon. Anyway, he talks to him telepathically and he goes, it's my fault, Mr. Q. I get distracted when I'm hungry. And Quentin's like, yeah, you know what? I didn't feed you guys, did I? Stay right here. I'll go get us some food. And that's what he starts doing. So as he's in the refrigerator and he's grabbing a whole bunch of food, all of a sudden, all you hear somebody say, do you honestly think that it's appropriate to use kids this young to hunt down people? And then we see that it's Phoebe Cuckoo of the Stepford Cuckoos. And on the thing, it says that she is 1/3 of the world's most powerful hive mind. 1/3. What happened to the other 2? Because it should be 5. Now, are we going to find out what happened to the Stepford Cuckoos? Maybe. Or they're just going to leave it up to interpretation, which I feel like they're going to lean that way. Now, they go back and forth about, Phoebe doesn't think that they should be using these young kids. Quentin says, yeah, everything should be fine. Besides, back when we were in school, we were about their age. And then they talk about their times with the different X teams and going to the different, the Xavier Institution and the Jean Grey Institution. Pretty much they're doing like a blast from the past. So Quentin makes the kids sandwiches and chips. He asks Phoebe, does she want anything? She says, you know what, I could take some coffee. Quentin's like, all right, well, let me deliver these sandwiches to the kids and I'll be back to make you some coffee. He delivers the food, he walks away, and then this where it gets interesting. So the kids go in their own little mindscape, and then the little girl is going at Curtis, and she's like, I can't believe you glitched. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? You almost messed everything up. Now, if this dude is a tinderbox, then she is a raging forest fire, because Jesus Christ, she needs to calm down. She's 8. So No Eye Girls is telling her to calm down, while Horn Girl's like, she's going to hear us. So the Miss Psychopath is like, let him. I don't mind. I'll kill everyone. Like, woof. She is gone. So the Horn Girl again is like, not so loud, Bailey. Like, he's going to hear. And the No Eyes Girl is like, girl, relax. The old man is gone. Now, before, when Quentin was talking to him about the glitch, he says, when you go into people's minds, they should be so immersed that you can light them on fire and they wouldn't know it. And No Eye Girls told Horn Girl to relax, and she tells her, you can walk up on him and light him on fire and he wouldn't know it. As we see Quentin pouring some coffee on the floor and he thinks he's talking to Phoebe. What in the hell? Like, Quentin is an Omega level mutant. He got 4 brats that are pretty much playing him. Just that right there is worth the price of admission of this book.